up, y'all? What's good? What's good? Outside the booth, we here, man. Family makes some noise. We got that.
What's going on, everybody?
Yo, listen, BX, what's going on? We here.
I know. Episode 2.
We here. It's Juneteenth.
Yes.
We're gonna have ourselves a good time today.
Yo, keep on looking numbers.
Okay. 2 is one of my favorite numbers. 2 and 18. 2 and 18. It's my birthday, so 2 and 18
I mean,
is my birthday.
I'm 211.
I'm 218. Well, Mr. 212.
What's up, family? Welcome to Outside the Booth. You know what it is. You know the panel already. It's the wonderful BX.
Yes.
It's the one and only DJ Commish. I'm Mr. 212, DJ Knuckles.
Yes.
We're here. Big shout to DWI. All the. I don't know what else to say because I'm in the groove over here, yo.
Yeah,
okay.
you was over there jamming.
Special guest.
Special guest. I had to show
Special
some love
guest.
to him, so I'm out here just wiggy on some reggae. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is.
It is. We have the one and only Mr. International.
Yep.
Mr. International legend. He is here. One of the best DJs out here killing the game right now. If y'all, I'm not gonna say if y'all don't know Mr. International. Everybody knows Mr. International. It's been a long time since I've seen you, but for those that don't know, let's just run down how busy you are right now. Okay, you are 94.7 The Block.
Yep.
Dash Radio, 103.9, 96.3 up in Albany, killing the game in Boston for 94.5, and you on Sirius XM Radio, and that's just radio.
Right.
That's not even including what he's doing outside.
No. He has he had a quite of an interesting weekend this past weekend in New York,
yes.
right? You had a
weekend was fun, man. It's always fun.
Yeah, you had a party that had there was a couple of people that came out to that.
It was a zoobie. It was a zoobie out there. It was crazy.
Yeah, so you have this you have this thing called Reggae Fest.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole squad, man.
Yeah.
The whole fam. Yeah, it was fun. Pier 17, about 4,000 and change.
4,000 people.
Yeah.
My girlfriend wanted to go there, and I said,
It's a vibe.
I know it's a vibe, but it's just too many people.
Listen,
and when I
that's
say
the
too many
vibe.
people, I mean you can't even do this.
There's plenty of room.
It,
That's the whole
it didn't
point.
look like it.
It
Your
don't
video
look
on
like
stage.
it.
If y'all don't follow Mr. International, follow him right now on his IG. His IG is Who is Legend.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
follow him
That guy.
right
That
now.
guy, legend.
That
Yes.
He is a busybody. I seen your video when you went live on there and you showed the crowd from you on the stage, and I said, "There's no way I was going in there. I have to walk in with you. That's the only way I'm going. I have to be
That's
up on the
fine.
stage
That's fine.
because that was just too many people." But what people don't know is you've been doing this, since 2015.
This event,
Yeah, that one, just that one, 2015.
It's been around for
I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah, I mean, it started nice and small, humbly, and then it grew, But it just shows you, people like to have a good time with good music, and that's all it's all about. It's about good music.
Right. And you're traveling with this now, right? Like you've been all over the country.
Yeah, it's traveling.
Have you done overseas too?
Yeah. Actually, no. Actually, July we're going to London.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
So July we're going to London. We did Toronto last year, first time.
Okay.
Going back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the whole squad out there. But yeah, it's growing, man. It's
Nice.
growing. It's growing.
Nice.
Love that.
Got
They
some
gonna
nice
love
things
it.
in the works.
That's it.
Nice.
He's gonna love that. That free spirit. Come and do your thing and just party.
I mean, that's what a party's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
It's supposed
Absolutely.
to be a vibe. You come and enjoy yourself. Let the music take you away. Forget about all your worries. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Your stress, and
No
just let loose, let go. Have a good time.
And you also have performance come for certain not everyone,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
certain
like
ones.
Labor Day weekend, Labor Day Saturday to be exact. We're at the Barclays. Some
Wow.
massive.
Wow.
Hence the name Reggae Fest, massive.
Massive.
Okay.
You sold out yet? Have it sold out?
Almost there.
Almost sold out.
Almost there.
crazy.
Bravado, Dexter Daps,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Vegas, Savani, Vanessa Bling, Wayne Wonder, T.O.K. What did I leave out? I think that's it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's an impressive lineup though.
Yeah, we make sure we cover all the bases, you know what I mean?
Right.
You covering every base. I think you're covering all of the bases.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, but we try, you know. It's a lot of work. We are very grateful and thankful to all the patrons that show us love. So yeah, it's gonna be something.
No, that's awesome, man.
When do you get downtime?
What is downtime? What is downtime?
When do you get downtime?
Yeah, you cutting into my sleep right now.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Know what I mean? But yeah. We figure it out, you know. You know, we as DJs, people ask that question a lot of times, and my answer rather, is usually, you know, we get a shut eye here and there.
Every now and then, right?
Every now and then.
You know?
So now, for those that don't know, and all the new listeners that we have going, Outside the Booth is the only show where your favorite DJs come and sit down and share their experiences with us. So I just want to thank you for coming through, to being one of our first guests and everything. I appreciate you. We're from like...
That's awesome.
Who did that? Who did that? Aww. Really?
I knew I should have got out this booth. So it's going to be a sound come out of DWI?
Listen, I appreciate you coming through because...
It's fine. It's love.
We
gotta do this for each other, you know what I mean? Everything matters, you know?
And I gotta hold you for us to have our first guest.
Yeah.
And it be a legend.
And it be a legend.
And I ain't gonna hold you for me and Commission in the years we've been in this game to sit here in front of somebody and honor them as the legend in their craft.
Yep.
Is probably one of the greatest things I've ever done, man.
Yep.
So, and I'm proud of this guy. I knew him for a long time. We've done a lot of work together. And I've seen him work, and it's something special.
Yeah, we've definitely done a lot of work together over the years.
I first met you when we were doing the show at LIU. So it's like everything for me is coming back when we was doing the radio show at LIU with Nikki. Yeah. Rest in peace to Nikki, man. Because she would be here right now being bossy, pushing everybody around. Definitely would. I miss my boo, but it was because of that show and is like being around you guys, Knuckles, Kamish, that y'all put me on to a whole new life and lifestyle that I pretty love. I love it. I love it a lot. I love it a lot.
Different lot.
It's a lot going on outside.
It's a lot going on outside. It's a lot going on. So share some of your experiences with. How long have you been doing this DJ thing? What age did you really start DJing?
Right, because when I met you, you was already established in the clubs.
What year was that?
That had to be like maybe 03, 04 or something like that.
So I want to say I started DJing when I was about 17, 18, 17.
Wow.
The funny story behind that is I used to love to go to house parties. I used to be at everybody's
Those
house
were the
parties.
best.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to dance.
Mm-hmm.
I was the one in the middle doing all the dance moves and all that. But then every time the best part of the record would come on, DJ would cut it off and I'd get upset.
Wow.
Why you doing that? Why you doing that? So one time, this dude was like, "Why you think you could do better?" I was like, "Yeah," and he let me on.
Get out.
I had no clue what I was doing.
Wow.
I was even worse than he was.
Wow.
Everybody in the house booed me. They kicked me out. I went home.
Wow.
But that made you want to get into
so
it. Okay.
I went and got my little equipment, you know, bought my little techniques, my little Gemini mixer, a couple of records, and I started practicing it. You know? And I started listening to the greats, and it just I wanted to learn as best as I can by doing it the right way. So I studied people, and I wanted to know why they played this record and not that record. Why they played it here and not there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And started sneaking out to clubs and talking to these DJs, and they would, you know, give me 2 minutes of their time, and I just put it all together. And then one day I was like, I think I'm ready, and I started doing little things here and there. And then I got lucky here, got lucky there, and my talent took me here, took me there, and connected the dots, and so on and so on. But the biggest part for me, the biggest elevation was by way of a man called Kenny Dinkins.
Okay.
And Kenny Dinkins came by way of a party at Mars.
Okay. Yep.
So what happened was Kenny put on a party, and he had a couple of promoters under him, and one of the promoters booked me as the reggae DJ.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I was called the reggae DJ.
Right.
Mind you, I could play everything, but they brought me just for that specialty. So I did the party, And I did the damn thing. I ain't gonna, you know.
You're not gonna hold it.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
right?
hold you. You're not gonna hold
Kenny
anybody.
came running down the steps like, yo, I don't know who you are, but you got to party with me every month. Da 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 da. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but okay, nice to meet you.
right.
So after the party, he made it official. He's like, yo, you can't do no other parties but my party. And I was like,
Oh, he was monopolizing your time.
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
so yeah, so you know, one thing led to another, and you know, by God's grace, different doors opened up, different avenues, you know, came before me, and I did my best with them, and I try to stay in my lane. But you know, y'all know how it is.
Yeah.
You know,
We was talking about that.
I try to stay in my lane.
We was talking about that. Some people had to find their own lanes. It took. It took me a minute to find my own lane, and once I was able to do that, then that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I had to create my lane, but then I felt like I had some difficult choices to make, and I think I made the wisest choice at the time. Because again, like I said, the term reggae guy was put on me, whether I wanted it or not.
Yeah.
So financially, it made more sense for me to stay the reggae guy.
Right.
Like, all right, I'm playing this amount of time and I'm making this much money.
I'm gonna do
problem.
it.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Right.
But every
That's an interesting thing. I didn't realize that. That's
a lot of people didn't think that.
Yeah.
They didn't recognize that.
Yeah. I knew we had this conversation years ago talking about, oh yeah, I play everything. But I didn't realize that being the reggae guy wasn't a choice.
Nah. I never came in saying I was the reggae guy.
So you just went and rocked it, and then it was just branded. You was branded the reggae guy.
They brought me in, like I said, that night, for example, they brought me in that night just to play Caribbean music.
Yeah.
Because, not throwing shots at anybody, most of the American DJs at the time, they would be commercialized when it came to the reggae set.
Absolutely true.
And it was by default. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
That's a real nice way of putting it.
Yeah, you have to. It is what it is.
You gonna say
I'm gonna be not so nice. At that time,
Tell the truth,
At that time in the city, there was you had a 6-hour party,
right?
especially in Manhattan. You had a 6-hour party, and it was usually one DJ, and you had to have everything, but that everything gave you 30 minutes at most of reggae.
Yeah.
Forget about soca. There was none of that.
None of that.
Right,
There was
right.
none of that.
3 songs.
Three songs.
3 songs.
3 songs.
Jeez.
Yep.
And that was it.
That's it.
That's all you getting in Manhattan at that time.
Yeah.
When I got to Envy,
Yeah.
I was on that same format. This was back in 2001. Sorry, 2001. I go in there, I'm like, I'm not doing this. Because at that time, I was shopping reggae every week, but I had it, but I wasn't playing it. I had my guys who was playing at the time. So I'm like, you know what? They're only hiring one of us. We just gonna split the money.
Right.
But you gonna get on and play this reggae because I'm not doing this.
Oh, not all night.
I'm not doing this. Period. I felt like I didn't have the respect. I wanted to respect the game and respect the music. I was like, they knew how to play.
We're gonna circle back to that statement you just made because I got to give you your flowers in a minute, but keep going.
Nah, give it to him now. I want to hear. I'm being nosy.
No, we're gonna get back to it.
Oh,
We gotta
okay.
get back to it.
But I was like, I'm not playing this, and I would let my guys play.
Right.
And then every week, it went from 3:30 to 4 to 3 o'clock to 4 to 2:30 to 4 at the peak at Envy, and I would let them rock out for an hour and a half, and Brooklyn would come in there and like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you know what I mean? That part. Brooklyn would come in at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Now that's
They
when the
pay
party
top
started at
dollar.
2 o'clock.
Because
That part.
at that part, the party was like 30, 40 bucks.
Yeah, to get in.
They come in at 2 o'clock.
No problems.
Mish, what up?
Yeah.
Long as I'm there, they know that Prophet was there.
Prophet's gonna be
Shout out to
there.
Rob Prophet.
Yeah.
They knew that he was there. And they're like, yo, you need a drink? Is Prophet here? Yeah, he here.
Boom.
Good, we rocking.
That's it.
2:30.
That's it.
And that's how it was. And then, but at that time, as he was playing,
Right.
I was still shopping and I was still learning. I didn't realize that opened doors in the city. So like, when Kenny was like, "You're gonna be my reggae guy,"
Had 12 parties a year with him.
Really?
Every
So
month.
every month.
Every month,
Every
yeah.
month I was
Every
in
month.
They had that on Smash. Y'all had that on Smash.
Yeah, and then other promoters, because Mars became such a thing, other promoters started booking their parties there and having their events. So Mars was Friday, Saturday, and sometimes
Sunday,
Sundays.
yeah. Depending on the weekend, yeah.
Yeah, I remember
So
those.
that was like the Midtown Mecca.
So what was your biggest, your first but what was your biggest party that you ever did when you first started? And how long did that take for you to get there?
Biggest, it probably was Mars.
Really?
Yeah. Not that party, but it came after. No, I'm talking sardines
Yeah.
packed.
Yeah, I've
And
been to
still-
a couple of
and
those.
still 500 people outside trying to get
Trying
in.
to get in.
Yeah, that
Like,
probably had.
I wish I would have
Used to-
known
used
him.
to have to
Like-
block the block off.
Yeah.
Horses start coming out.
Yeah.
It was like things like that. You didn't see them too
Yeah.
often.
Right.
They happened, but
But
not
they were
too
coming
often.
for you. Don't be modest.
I
They were
mean,
coming for you when they knew it
they
was
came for the event.
right.
I happened to be
You-
part of
You
the
ha-
event.
He's
They
Mr.
came for the
Modest.
event.
Mr. International
because
is
you got-
also Mr. Modest.
I'm not just modest for the obvious reasons, but I'm modest because it's facts.
Right.
I
Okay.
played my part. This person played their part. This person played their part. It
You
didn't
come in to
happen
kill
because of
every
one
time,
person.
no?
Yeah, that's what you booked me for. So
Yeah.
I have to deliver.
Now I remember Mars. I remember all those, but what I do remember from him was Mad 28.
Oh gosh.
What's that?
That's what I remember. So Mad 28 was a spot, which is now I think a steakhouse on 28th Street. So on Madison Avenue between 27th and 28th Street. It was in
It
the
was
middle of the
always
block.
a restaurant.
It was always a
It
restaurant.
was always a restaurant.
It was always a
Okay.
restaurant. But he used to have, I think it was either a Friday night or a Saturday night party. I think it was a Saturday night party.
They didn't have no parties till I got there.
They didn't.
Nah.
That's why I remember it.
So
You were the guy that had that.
Oh man, you got me.
That's what you're here for today.
So
That beginning.
let me tell you how that came about.
Okay.
Back in the day, I had this service called The Door. And what The Door was, we provided service for promoters. So you needed a door girl, we got you. You needed somebody to collect your cash, we got you. You need a coat check girl, we got you. You need an RSVP person, we got you.
Yeah, full service.
Full service.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't put my face on it. I had somebody else with me. She was the face. Everybody also knew her. So business was booming. And one disgruntled employee got let go because they were too tardy too often. We had to let her go. She was the side chick of somebody. And, you know, she confessed that it was really me behind the thing. And then everybody's like, oh, legends behind that? No, we don't need that no more. So
Wow.
They was hating on you making the extra money for
it's
the
not even the
services.
extra money. I think it was more about me knowing their actual books. Because we saw what you made, what
Right.
you didn't make.
Right.
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 You know
That
what
was
I mean?
smart though on your part.
So long end of the story, short end of the story is little by little, those same people that were booking me weren't booking me no more. Because they were either salty about it or they were hating about it, whatever the case is. I was like, you know what, aside, I'm going to do my own parties.
I hear you.
So I went and found a spot, broke a deal with them, started doing my own parties. And they got so crazy, now they started coming to that spot, trying to get the spot to do their parties. Because back then, venues was it.
Right.
It
Right.
was
Right.
venues, then promoters.
Yep.
If the venue wasn't lit, no matter who the promoter is.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
So it became a little hot spot. And the fact that it was just the right size, it was off to the side, where not everybody was accustomed to going. Madison didn't have much going on.
They had Prana across the street,
That
and
was
nobody, people barely got that.
Yeah, right?
That was it.
So for us, people
Yeah.
of color, to get a spot on Madison was like, whew.
Big
That
deal.
was a thing.
Big
yeah.
deal.
And then that particular restaurant, the cups for the drinks was this big.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were serving
Yeah.
in the red cups.
Yeah.
People who love to drink the party was like, what? The
This
big
is
red
the-
cups?
this is the
We
spot.
pulling up.
Yeah.
Right.
So all those things being connected, it just went crazy. And then so now they ended up having to call me because I was the broker for the venue.
Right.
It's like,
Wow.
oh, you need a date? I got you.
And you had it all.
So, yeah, we had it for like almost 3 years.
So
Yeah.
when did you know that this was going to be it for you? Like DJing was going to be full time, no other job. Like this was going to be your career path. When did you know that?
Let me correct you on that. It's not.
It's not.
Nope.
So you still
For my entire life, I've also had a career.
okay?
I've been fortunate enough to work around it because of my years that I've put in there. So seniority helps me out, you know, when I put in, and I usually know what my schedule is going to be
well beforehand.
So
Okay.
I'll put in my requests, and everything kind of usually works out 99% of the time. But yeah, I've always felt that it's not a wise idea to just be a DJ and let that be your only breadwinner. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because you never know, it could disappear at any given moment.
Yeah.
And if COVID hasn't taught anybody that,
Yep.
I don't know what
Yeah.
else will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was sad to see people going through that struggle and not being able to, you know, support their livelihoods and their families in that tough time. And my heart goes out to them. But I was like,
Yeah.
you know, every chance I get when I talk to people, I'm like, oh, don't let this be the only thing.
Yeah.
Right.
It could be the thing, but it can't be the only thing.
Right.
Gotcha.
So let's fast forward to you in the radio. Because you started doing 94.7, I think you was a guest spot, because I remember you was promoting it for like one of the Memorial Day weekends.
That's by way of my one of my mentors, rest in peace, the great Mr. C.
So he put you onto that.
Yes,
Nice.
absolutely. The other places were, you know, by way of connections with other people. Other than that, by way of my former partner, DJ Willie Daniels. Shout out to the whole Tropical Blends family. I used to be part of that team for many, many years.
Yeah.
Majority of my success is owed to that team.
Nice.
I will not lie. You know, I'm grateful for everything that came by that avenue, but, you know, sometimes things don't last forever. So we parted ways, and, you know, I went this way.
But the friendship and the relationship still intact, remain
You
intact.
can say that.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
I'm just saying, but it's just a lot. Like people don't, like we were talking earlier, that these new up and coming DJs, they don't, like you just gave the flowers to the Tropical Blends. Like these new DJs,
listen,
they all self-made.
nobody's self-made.
No one.
No one is self-made. Somebody gave you a shot, whether you recognize it or not, whether you know it or not. Somebody gave you an opportunity. The door is open because somebody opened it for you, whether it's a crack in the door or not. You know, whatever was seen of you, somebody saw it of you.
Yep.
For them to say, okay, let's
Bring
take
you
a
in.
chance. Let's see what happens. Let's give this person an opportunity. However small the opportunity is, however big it is, somebody is acknowledging you, your craft, your talent, all of it, and they say, all right, let's run with it and let's go. You know, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, that's on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was the pandemic a blur for you? Like, did it hurt anything for you?
Yeah, it did. Lifestyle definitely changed. But again, because I have a backup, I have a safety net that's always in place. I didn't feel it as much, and
Okay.
I'm grateful for that. But you know, I didn't have to go out there and hustle during the pandemic. That makes sense. You know, not knocking anybody's hustle.
Right.
But I'm grateful that I didn't have to. And I ain't gonna lie, like there was a point in time I was like, shit, excuse my French, if this is gonna be the new norm, this is it for me. I'm done.
Right.
Right. I'm gonna hang it up.
Right.
I've done everything. I'm
Don't
happy.
hang it up
I'm
yet.
good.
Not
You know
just
what I
yet.
mean?
Not
But
just
yeah,
yet.
like,
You got a
it
few more
it got that
festivals to
point.
do.
No, it got to that point because
Right.
you know you got number of time to sit and reflect.
Right.
Yeah.
You know the things you've done, the things you haven't done, things you want to do. It's like, you know, God forbid this is the new norm in the world. How are we gonna do parties? You know, Zoom calls.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Right.
me for one, I'm not about that. Like if I can't see you,
Right. It's not.
Get
It's
the
not.
energy
You can't
back
get that.
from
That
you.
experience is
I
not the
want
same.
that. I want the heat in the room to
Right.
hit me the
Yeah.
same way it's hitting you.
Right.
You know, I need that. I need
It was
that.
definitely a big time
It's
challenge, and like we're on Twitch right now. Like
Right.
it's different.
Yeah.
It's different,
Yeah.
but
Everything is streamed, and
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
there's no.
and
It's no
there's-
in-person
there's
interaction.
Nothing, and again, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
It's just not for everybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
And it's not for me.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in it, you know, for one, but it's a great platform. It's a great avenue for those that it works for. But me, I come from an era of I need to interact with people.
Yeah. It forced me to interact in a different way.
Yeah.
I'm much more of a storyteller now on Twitch.
Oh, yeah?
Like I tell stories about playing music when those songs came out in that era.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I make people
Go back.
go back in time to where they were, and that's how the conversation is on Twitch, which is
That's
kind of
awesome.
cool. But
Yeah.
listen, damn it, you had to force that way. You had to make that happen.
You had to.
Like that just wasn't coming.
Yeah, regular music, just
Yeah.
regular playing is.
It's not it.
Cut it.
No.
It's not, because anybody is doing that.
Yeah, everybody's doing that.
I got a question. For all three of you, y'all all know each other a long time. Have y'all ever done a party together? What would that look
The
like?
answer is no.
What would that look like?
I've never worked with. No, me and you did.
We
Justice.
did, but I'm not the three of us.
The three of
yeah,
you
yeah.
all together.
Three of us?
Like,
Yeah.
what would a party look like with the three of you headlining, all three as a
I
trio?
can tell you right now.
Go
I
ahead.
can tell you right now. There's 3 levels of fire.
Yeah.
That's number 1.
Right.
Number 2, he gonna out-talk us. Guy right here. The showmanship behind this right here is a whole different thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then people need
I
to
gotta agree with that.
They gotta buckle up for this right here. You know what I mean? Like it's a roller coaster. You gotta get it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely gonna be a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knuckles be talking to him.
Nah,
Yeah.
Knuckles is the
Knuckles
truth.
talk to him. You yell at everybody when you get into
I
it.
mean, it's not
you yell.
yelling.
No, you. I
It's
don't
not
know what.
yelling.
What?
It's
Doesn't hear it.
It's a vibe. It's an energy. You know?
It's a vibe and energy, yeah,
when-
for
when
sure.
Is he's going?
When it comes to reggae and dancehall music, there's the part of it is you got to introduce the record.
Right.
So when you introduce the record and then the record connects to the people,
Right.
Yeah,
feedback
that's-
you get.
Yeah, it's over.
What's that record for you? What's that reggae record for you that you?
I don't have one. I can't say I have one.
But just off the top of your head, if you can name a couple, one or two.
One blood.
Yeah,
hands
that's
down.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, honestly,
yeah.
That
do
works for
wanna-
everybody.
I do want to say, first of all, thanks for the compliment.
Nah, bro.
But the talking process I never was doing when I first started because I was around these guys that created this lane for us. So they were doing the talking, so I was always just opening. And I'm going to be honest, I was always around Jamaican DJs and crews. You know, and,
do it to you.
when I used to hear them talk, I'm like, yo, I got to talk. Like they talked right before that record came on, and then they turn the bass down and they bass it up once they stop talking. And the intro of that record always made me go, I gotta talk.
That is
I
a-
never hear
Find a way to
Kamish
do it.
talk at a party.
Never?
I've never heard you. I've been to your parties, and I don't know if I'm just coming at the wrong time, but he
You
hardly
gotta- you
ever
gotta go-
speaks.
You gotta go to the Caribbean parties that he does.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
I'm
it's
telling
the
you.
Caribbean one.
Yeah.
Isn't that coming up at the end of the month? You have one on the fourth Friday or Sunday.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm in town. Yeah, I don't think I'm in town. I don't think I'm gonna be around for
I
that.
think we should talk about you guys doing a party together. That would
mean,
be
I'm
fire.
with that.
Can you imagine end of the year or
Well,
end of the summer?
I have worked with him, but not this guy.
Mr. International.
He was coming up. He
Okay.
was, you know what I mean? We did our tour together. We went out to Switzerland. There was that sidekick era, right? We was about sidekicks and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, on our day off, we was going out in the stores buying sidekicks. We was on tour.
Wow.
together.
I almost lost my hearing with these dudes, bro.
How?
They're
him and
trucks.
They're trucks.
The trucks that this guy used to ride in, bro. The truck. Yo, Kamish, you ever sat in the back of a truck?
And the joint rattling.
It's rattling so much you can't fathom where you are. Right? And listen to me. So there's a difference with just playing music in your car and playing certain music in your car.
Right.
This dude would have the Jigga What record playing.
Oh,
and you know
that bass. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they just, it's regular for them.
Right.
But for
I get in the
you,
car, I'm like,
Your
what?
whole insides are shaking.
Bruh.
Yeah. Right here.
Yes,
everything
it's
like
vibrating.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
they want to drive 10 hours straight with that on?
Yeah.
No, you're not doing it.
Y'all gonna
Not
turn
book
this
me a
down.
flight.
Right.
Book me a flight.
Yeah.
That's
I'll meet
it.
you there.
I'll meet you there. Word.
Book
my
a
God.
10-hour
But it
ride
was-
like that is crazy,
It
Knuckles.
was fun times, man. We had a great time.
It was
Great
fun
ride.
just to play with him. And when it was his turn to get on, and that quote the reggae DJ, because most of us get nicknamed. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we have to fight to get out of it, or just do what we do to where somebody else hears. It'd be a second person that go, hold up. You know what I mean? And
Right.
then pull us another way. I never felt he was the reggae DJ because we just played.
Right. Right.
But that's what he was great at that moment, and that's what he wanted to play. But the promoter we had probably signified that.
Right.
But either way, I can hear that he can play something else other than that because it's the way he was playing the reggae.
Certain people knew that I could play everything, and I think I'm grateful to them as well because every now and then they'll be like, "Yo, do you?"
Right.
What?
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
have fun with it. Not everybody.
Yeah.
Not
We
everybody.
used to do Wish 26.
Oh my God.
Remember that?
Oh man.
I think I went there one time only. I only been there once. I don't really remember
We need to
it.
figure out a way to bring back that era, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
We were talking about that on the last show.
No lie, like
Yeah.
that was for me the best era. Like you see how people describe the '90s R&B.
Yep.
The 2000s, the early 2000s for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forget about
Nothing
it.
touches that.
Yeah.
Forget
Nothing.
about it. Forget
Nothing.
about it.
Nothing touches that.
So wait, so let's talk about the parties now. The parties nowadays. With this congestive pricing coming up, like let's just do hot topics real quick and let me just see what your response is to it.
Okay.
Congestive pricing. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, you know they paused
They
it.
paused it.
I know, but I'm just saying, when it goes into effect, how is that going to affect the people that come to the parties? They're forcing us to get on the trains with these nutcases. There's not enough
For
police.
for New York City, I think we'll
Yeah.
get through it because we always push through one way or another.
All right,
Like,
Donald
we
Trump.
we may not like it.
Yeah.
We'll bitch and moan about it, but
Yeah.
we'll get through. I mean, I don't think anything's gonna stop people from partying at the end of the day.
Donald Trump, what
No
you think?
comment.
About that
Because I want to ask, I want to know, because this is like people, like DJs have opinions, and I want to know your opinions on the hot topics, like with Trump in this
Lock
2024.
him up. Lock
Do you,
him up.
okay, so
There you
that's
go.
what I'm saying. Like, what do you think of him being found guilty on all 30-something charges, and he can still run? And then right behind him, Joe Biden's son gets found guilty.
Listen,
For
Oh, he
his
did?
stuff. Yeah, he was found guilty.
I
Like, what
missed
do you?
that.
Yeah. So
missed
it's like,
that.
imagine if that was Obama. What if the president was black
but
doing
that's the
those
thing. We're
things?
not doing that.
Yeah.
Obama's not doing none of that.
None of that. No.
Right?
No.
I
No.
mean, listen, this whole race is a crazy thing. My biggest thing is like where I live right now. There's a congressman race, and when I tell you the amount of money that they spending to send me text messages and direct marketing, and it is a circus.
Yeah, I get the same thing.
It's a circus.
And they want you to donate.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Do you donate?
I'm like, you got all the money because you
will you
sending
go
me the
spend?
stuff.
Will you go spend for these events though?
If the money's right.
not even if the money's right, for the right person. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for the right
right
person.
candidate,
Absolutely.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I actually believe
Yeah.
in what you're trying to do,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot to get your
Oh,
vote.
of course.
Takes a lot, and a lot of people don't pay attention
still
to
gotta
to
vote.
these votes.
We still
Yeah,
gotta
we
vote.
still have to vote
And that's-
because
and
we don't
that's-
want to
and that's
lose
the
it.
part that most people don't understand. It's not even the presidency that's the most
Right.
Presidency
important.
Presidency's
votes.
the last thing.
That's the last thing. You got to vote down here all the way up.
Because
Yeah.
it's in our backyard.
Yeah.
We're putting them in
That's
our
where it
office.
starts.
We're
I
putting them
got
here.
a couple of
starts.
South of the City alumni who's running for office right now.
Really?
Yeah, I've been helping them out. So
Oh, okay.
As
Yeah,
you should.
yeah.
Let's get it out there.
Let's
Get it out
let's
there.
get
Gotta
let's
vote
get them
on
out
every
there.
Level,
Yeah.
Every level.
What's
Yeah.
the craziest thing that you've experienced on the road? It could be from the past, present. Like, what's the craziest DJ experience you had?
I can't talk about that.
Why you can't talk about
And
it?
and the crazy part is it wasn't even me. It's just the fact that I witnessed it. I
wow,
was like, that's what we're doing?
wow.
No, you got. Come on.
Nah.
All right, so then name something else then, because
I got to think, but that one definitely
that
takes
takes the cake. And then I got. While you think about that, so someone told me that. Go ahead.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I had a question for you from someone. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say the name because they
That's not
said
even good.
that you will know from the question.
All right.
Was your best party you ever DJ'd a Haitian party or a Jamaican party? He told me to put it to you just like that. What is the best? What's better, the Haitian crowd or the Jamaican crowd? He told me to ask you that.
That's you can't compare.
He said for me to ask you.
That's two different worlds.
two different.
I know, but he said for me to put you on the spot. I can tell you, it's your boy Stretch. He said, make sure you ask him if
Stretch, you're wrong for that.
he said to ask you.
They're both phenomenal. They're both phenomenal. It's two different genres. The vibe is the same but different at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like when it comes to compa, there's that it's hard to describe when that keyboard hits.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like you kind of gotta be from the Caribbean to really.
Appreciate it.
I look at it this way. You gotta, because I DJ the Creole Food Fest, which is coming up next month in New York.
I can't wait.
But you gotta be a part of it. You gotta be about that life. You have to be.
Some way, somehow.
You have to be.
Whether it's by extension or direct.
You're not gonna understand if you're not.
You It's like if somebody never gave you black rice.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know what you're missing.
You wouldn't know what you're missing.
No. I know it now, so if I don't have it, I love me some black rice.
When it comes to compa, it's like that feeling of the black rice. When that break comes in and the keyboard guy goes in,
yeah, that's it.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
That's it.
Same thing with dancehall. Dancehall, it's either the beginning of the song, or the middle of the song. One way or another, you're gonna get a high.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. There's one line that's gonna take it over the top, and that's it. And we don't even got to play the rest of the song after that.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Get that one line and you're good.
Oh, okay.
On to the next.
Who are your top 5 DJ inspirations when you were coming up?
People gonna shoot me for this. Mr. C, rest in peace. Red Alert.
Okay.
This is tricky.
Okay.
You'll understand this. The old Bobby Condas and Jabba.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha. There was a sighting of that on a few months ago. I'll let you know about that a little bit later.
It.
Yeah.
Oh, I caught that.
Yeah.
So they're coming back.
No, it's not as that it's coming back. It never left, but the game has changed.
Okay.
Right? The scene has changed. So we adapt.
That's 3.
That's 3.
Funk Master Flex.
I was about to say that, but for certain reasons.
Okay.
No disrespect to Flex. But all right, we'll put him in there. 4. And we just talked about this, man. SNS.
Yeah.
Can y'all please let the people know what SNS did that y'all witnessed that they didn't get a chance to hear? Tell them about DJ SNS. The legend of DJ SNS.
S is on the. So most great DJs are in their own lane.
Okay.
Right? Others may want to be in that lane. They could try to, get into that lane, but they're not that lane. Some people, that's the lane. They're the lane.
Right.
Yeah.
You can follow, but they're the lane.
S is one of those guys.
S is one of those guys.
Yeah. 100%.
And the first time I worked with S was eons ago. And I've never done a party with another DJ that was like the one I've done, of the ones I have done with him. S is just takes a record, drops it, the needle goes right on the mark, and it's on fire. And stack of records
By the end of the party.
behind them.
I mean, that part used to make me cringe. That part, I was like, yo, how is he even?
You had to be there.
Yeah,
Right.
you had to be there.
Not
to see
even
that.
as a DJ, but just
Yeah.
as a party goer.
Yeah.
To just witness that, and this man is just like, whether it was a routine, it was a routine,
Right.
right? At the end of the day, it was a routine. But it was a routine that's so perfected that it was just perfect every single time.
Yeah.
Like, it was never a miss.
And
Right.
he,
It
was
he,
never a
he
miss.
never damaged those records.
Never.
I don't know how, because it was almost, he was moving so fast, it almost seemed like he was just throwing them
Throwing
out
them
the
in there.
way.
Right.
Yeah, he had somebody with him sometimes, like whatever, but still,
Yeah.
like. And then there was like one time he just had it. He had the records in his arm, and he's going through it like a Rolodex.
And he's just doing it at the party. Spinning during this is happening during the party.
Because he would have them stacked up, but
Right.
then if he put a stack on top of that, he would lose kind of like what's where.
Yeah.
So now he's got to find what he's looking for. As a DJ, your records are in the sleeve. So once you see the sleeve, you're like, oh, that's my record.
Yeah.
Right.
Out of the sleeve, you got to
There was no sleeve half the time for his stuff.
for his stuff. It was just the record, the vinyl, right? And he's going through it, find it, pop. Before the next song is done, it's ready to go. Before the hook comes in, he's got this ready to go.
So he's
Yeah,
number
that's a-
one out of your top five.
That's a,
He's
that's
number
a skill,
one.
by the
Nah,
way.
it's just that.
He's just
skill,
one of that. It's just
that's S is phenomenal
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
S is
What
phenomenal
they
with
call
that.
him? They call him the greatest show.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Man puts on a show. Kid Capri puts on a show too.
Yeah.
But S is on a different level with that,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's say hypothetically, all this Serato stuff was to stop and go out of it. Do you still have records that's
Absolutely.
in the house? Now,
Absolutely.
do you think? What about you? Do you still have your
I'm
records?
collecting now because I got rid of most of my records, but I'm collecting again because I have two friends. Shout out to Lee Farmer and Rich Medina. They both own clubs in different parts of the country that is vinyl only.
Nice.
Wow,
Yeah, so vinyl is really coming back.
it is coming back.
Like
I
Rich
see
got
it.
his in Miami.
I hope so.
Yeah,
You still have every record you ever owned,
The old stuff, yeah, not the new stuff.
and you have it in the
crates.
storage and everything. Is
Absolutely.
everything still?
so you
moving?
kept everything.
Temperature control, baby.
Wow,
That's
Nice.
awesome.
You know how much money we spend on records?
Yeah,
You can't just get rid of that.
You can't.
You
You can't.
can't.
Those are classics.
I
Those are
wanna
collector's
pass
items.
those down to my kids, bro.
I was the
Right.
ultimate fool. But then again, I was one of the first people in the city to do Serato, so I was like, oh, I don't need this anymore.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine.
So-
that's fine.
do
Everything
you-
happens the way it's supposed to. Don't kick yourself in the butt. Trust me.
How do you think these new DJs that don't know about the vinyl life would transition if they had to?
I mean, eventually they'll get it.
You'll eventually get it. Yeah.
Eventually they'll get it. It's not going to be easy. For some, it may be.
There's some that probably won't even be around. They'll quit because they already look at turntables like, oh, I'm not doing this. I've seen people that walk into a spot. This happened a few years ago. I've seen a couple people walk into a spot and be like, oh,
What is that?
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Later, commish.
Would you like to go back to a vinyl only party? Would you be looking forward to it? So how about y'all do that party with you, him, and Knuckles? It'd be a vinyl only party.
That's a good idea.
And then have
a good
people like Mel Star, people that all of the top boogies, just have one big fest where all the top DJs just come through. You know what? I'm gonna be quiet before somebody take that idea.
Put it together.
I
We'll be
mean,
there.
I'll put it together. Y'all don't tell me to put
it
something
together.
together. Y'all know
I'll be
I'm
there.
that girl.
We'll put it together.
Y'all
it
know I'm
together.
that girl. I can
I'm
put
with
that
that.
together.
I'll be there.
And then we'll do we'll sell tickets and get them out there.
That'll work.
Now, do you want it to
Put
be
it
outdoor or do you
together.
want to be indoor? You don't care.
I'll be there.
You'll be there?
Didn't Scratch Bastard do something like that?
I don't know
I don't think
who
it was
that
vinyl
is.
only though. I think he just did his barbecue.
I'm saying a vinyl only party where you guys come there and y'all get crazy.
I mean, I'm with that. I'm with that.
You get crazy with it.
Certain people we gotta put on there, man. It's a must.
How hard is it for you to pick the DJs for the fest? Because you picked the DJs for the Reggae Fest.
That's not hard.
It's not hard. So you have
Wait, for Reggae Fest?
yeah, you have a core set,
Nah,
or
we
is
have-
that
We
hard?
have a team.
Oh, you have a
Okay.
team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Not just anybody and everybody could do that event at all.
No, not
Really?
right now. Not as big as that event.
Do you
right
have
now.
any women DJs on your Reggae Fest set?
Yes, we do. DJ Maya.
I just followed her.
Yeah, she's a beast.
I just followed her. She's doing a Divas Takeover in New Jersey, in Newark.
Beast.
Yeah, I got
Don't
I got
let her
to.
height fool you.
No, I've been following her, so
That-
I'm looking
that
forward to it
woman will put a foot
in
a party.
somebody's party.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, nice. So we
Nice.
we got Maya.
Yeah,
Maya, you gonna have to tell her to come up here.
I will. Yes.
So before we end the show, I want to start incorporating. Oh, Knuckles had to leave because remember he had the hypothetical quarter. So I wanted to see what he would give you for his hypothetical question in regards, but he's not here.
Maybe it's a good thing.
But when you decide to walk away from the game, whenever that is, what do you want to leave outside the booth for people?
Wow. I think that's multi parts to that. I think the first part for me is I just want to make sure that whoever's had the experience of me at a party, they had a good time. Right? And it was memorable for whatever reasons, whether it was the whole entire night, 10 minutes of it,
Right.
whatever the case is. Two, one of my biggest fears / pet peeves and all the above is that the next generation takes this and they take it to where it needs to go the right way and that they do it the right way, And when it comes to DJing, there is a right way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
100%.
absolutely a right way,
Yeah.
and there's so much to that. You gotta know what you're doing. You can't just and that's one of the things about Serato that I think is a disservice. Anybody and everybody can have a laptop and get music, and they call themselves a DJ now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And for some actually might have the talent,
Right.
but majority of them don't.
Yeah.
So it makes it bad for the ones that do, right? In so many ways.
Does it? To me, it makes it. To me, I feel like skill and talent recognize skill and talent. The general public does not know, right? But the people who are decision makers, holding the purse or whatever, I feel like if you want to put something together that's really dope or whatever, you going to go with quality? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Button. In the ideal world,
Right.
In the ideal world, yes.
maybe on your side of the fence. That's what you're exposed to. I can see and understand and respect that, but we in the same circle. I scratch that. No, we're in the same circle for the most part. You rub shoulders with most of the people that I rub shoulders with,
Right.
and I think it's full circle, right? So if the event planner / promoter is not aiming for a quality event, they're just making an event and they just want to get a quick bag.
Yeah.
And they're gonna go with
Whoever.
Whoever.
Yeah.
And the whoever is going to be like, yeah, I could play music because now it's just press play.
Right.
And sadly, that generation, they don't know good music. They don't know quality music.
Yep,
they don't know what a good party entails. They're too busy with the hookah, the selfies, the videos and all that.
Hey, but they don't know how to have fun anymore.
They don't know how to have fun.
They don't know how to have fun.
As long as their hits are being played, they don't care how it's being played.
Mm-hmm.
So if they hear it,
Yeah.
they're okay. Because that's not what they came for. They came for to say that I was here and I was doing this.
Right.
So that lowers the quality of everything overall.
So now you got the event planners / promoters. They're not going to go for the you or the me or the, the knuckles and so forth. They're going to go with the Joe Schmoes that says they're a DJ.
Right.
They got a couple hundred or a couple thousand followers on the gram.
Yeah.
They could play a couple of records together. Okay, good. You're my DJ. They don't care about nothing else because they still making that money.
Right.
So as long as I'm making the money and my cost is down here,
Right.
I'm going to keep repeating that.
Right.
So now when we come along and they take the chance of, let me go after one of these guys to be my headliner and let's take it up a notch. And we say, okay, well, this is what's going to cost you. Whoa.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Right.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
you get what you pay for.
This is what it costs to have
book
us
you
on your party.
Right.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, all that money you bragging about making, you ain't got it to spend.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
where is it?
It's all that happens.
You want quality,
or you
just want a party.
Want a party. Yeah.
So that's.
Do you want your event to be worth something later on? Are people going to talk about your event?
If they just want an event, they can hire me to sing because I can't sing a
Mm-hmm.
lick.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the world has come down to, and as far as nightlife, and it's sad to watch.
Right.
But truth be told, hasn't it been that way since we came in the game? Like it has been that way.
Not like that though.
No.
Serato made it all. CDs took it there.
CDs
Right.
took it there.
CDs opened the door.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember
Right?
CDs.
Because you got to understand, most people when they get into DJing, when they realize the cost of DJing,
They'll back up. Yeah.
they pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot.
What?
Yeah.
Records is bread. Equipment is bread.
Needles.
Flight cases,
Flight
needles,
cases,
Yeah.
slip mats, everything.
all that is bread. Headphones, everything you wear and tear, bread. You got to spend it. So you
Yeah.
got to make it to spend it.
Yeah.
Right?
If you was going to the club and you lived in the city and you didn't drive,
cab fares.
$70 a night for me when I had
Listen,
the 8
and
boxes of records.
then you got to get the right cab to fit all them crates.
Yep,
Yeah.
you had to get the right. I had to get a van.
You got to get the van, the minivan guy.
Yeah.
Right? You
So
got
what
to
are
have
y'all
that
gonna
guy.
bring to the party then? Y'all, are we getting U-Hauls?
Nah.
Not getting U-Hauls?
Nah, we ain't doing that.
How we getting the vinyl to the party?
Culture might bring a U-Haul.
Shout out to Culture. Culture, I know he ain't lose none of his records.
Bro,
He got everything.
his basement is retarded.
You've
some
been
of my
there?
stuff is in there.
Wow.
Oh, so that's your temperature control.
That's crazy.
I ain't got the room. He's got the room.
He got the room,
Shout out to
man.
my guy DJ Culture, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, like guys like that, they gonna bring the U-Haul because they got it.
They got it
They got it
for days.
for days.
For
I
days.
can't wait. I'm going to get started on this party. I'm going to need your calendar, Seth.
Yeah, let me know.
Tell
Let
how
me know.
pushy I am. I'm pushy when it comes to stuff.
Soon as you know the date, let me know and I'll
I
work
need your
around it.
availability. When I see your calendar, I'll work it around your calendar, Commission's calendar, and Knuckles' calendar.
Good luck with that.
I know.
I
Nah, we'll make it work. We'll make it
We're
work.
gonna
We'll
make
figure
it
out.
work, but I just want to thank you for coming through, pulling up,
appreciate that.
sharing your experiences with us. And did you think about that crazy, wild experience that you don't want to share the other one on the way out? Yeah, I'm in the business. I got to come back to it.
A well-known DJ that we all know
Okay.
was with me at a party at Roseland
Ooh, okay.
back then.
Okay.
So they were playing, and I was getting ready to get on the set. And I walked in the building. I was like, oh, okay, cool. We over here, da-da-da. I put my crates over there, da-da-da, and I'm waiting my turn. I went to the bar, get some cranberry juice. And the promoter came over and was like, all right, you got to get on now. I was like, oh, okay, what happened to 15 minutes? He's like, no, wait, da-da-da-da. I was like, all right, bro. Started walking towards the DJ booth. I turned the corner to get in the booth, and I witnessed some sexual activities happening
With the DJ?
while the DJ was
I mean, yeah.
Have you
yeah.
witnessed those kind of things too?
I mean, I've seen something like that. Yeah. That's kind of wild.
Have you been a recipient
It's a
of
little
this?
wild.
Have you been the recipient of this
No,
kind of acts?
no.
Okay. Have
Absolutely
you?
not.
No, I'm
No,
Good.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm making sure that you guys.
I wasn't that good of a DJ to not concentrate on what I was
wish
playing.
Knuckles was here. I wish Knuckles was here.
Either, but he was popular enough. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
But, yeah.
And she was there to
Listen,
bless the mic.
bless
let's say.
the mic is
Bless the
exactly
mic
what
while
happened.
he's
Yes.
okay.
Wow.
And then
All right,
I got
great.
to look and I was like,
Shout
I
out
ain't
to her
seen
for being a
nothing.
jerk.
Right,
Look,
right.
shout out to her for being a jerk. Why would you do that?
Hey.
Yeah, well, whatever. To each his own. Well,
his own.
hey, shout out to him for being that good that night. Good enough.
I wasn't that guy.
Yeah.
But
I wanna be
legend,
that guy.
Mr.
Right.
International, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. International DJ Legend in the building. You got to come back another time.
How can everybody follow you on
Yeah,
social media?
let's share it
Instagram
again.
For the most part, man. Who is legend? Simple.
Who is
On
Legend?
Instagram.
Yeah,
Follow
that's it.
him.
And they should follow Reggae Fest.
Oh yeah, definitely. ReggaeFestTour.com.
When's the next one?
In London, he said.
We got LA this weekend.
Okay.
And after that, we got what are we in June? July we have London, then Philly, then we're back in New York in August, and then we got
August
Boston.
is the concert.
August also the concert. Labor
Okay.
Day Saturday, August 31st, Barclays Center.
Okay.
Oh, nice. We got to pull up. You got to let Outside the
Pull
Booth
up,
come in
pull
and
up,
be
pull
some
up,
special
pull up,
behind the
pull
scene
up,
guests.
pull up, pull up.
Let's be able to get some interviews with you guys
Pull up.
at the
Let's have
show.
some
That would
fun.
be dope.
I'm with that.
All
Let's have
right.
some fun.
I'll be around.
Y'all heard it here first. He said we
right.
could come to the show at the Barclays.
sir.
That's sold out. Everyone get your tickets on Ticketmaster,
ReggaeFest.com.
reggaefest.com. Everyone get your tickets. Who is Legend? Mr. International is in the building. Thank you for coming through and chilling with us outside the booth. And we will see y'all next time. It's your girl BX, DJ Commish, and DJ Knuckles. He left, but he's busy right now. It's Juneteenth. Oh, and before I go,
Happy Juneteenth to everybody.
happy Juneteenth,
sure.
but a special shout out to my brother. I am Christopher Howard. Happy birthday to you. You are a Juneteenth baby. So happy birthday to my boy Chris. And we see you all soon.
Yeah, on the next one. The next one.
The next one.
All right, y'all.
Yes, on to the next.
Later.
All right, thanks.